Everybody doing?
How are you?
Good.
Kevin is a relative newcomer to this defense. What are you sensing right now in the early stages of camp about what this defense has to work with in terms of the pieces and the talent?
A lot of pieces, a lot of talent. I see a lot of confidence, very confident group. You know, I think expectations kind of been talked about a lot this offseason. I think we all kind of understand that, and we're working to live up to those expectations. But, we're just going to take it day by day, continue to work, continue to build this group, keep building this culture, not only just with the defense, but the entire team. We want to be able to bring that energy so the entire team can feel it.
How did that defensive confidence first resonate with you?
I think when you're playing defense, you need to be confident. You got to have the ability to want to fly around. And, we have a lot of guys that can do that. I can, just start naming off guys. But I think at every level of the defense, we have leaders, we have energy, guys that's going to go out there and show that confidence to bring that swagger every single day.
Jalen told us yesterday, I know you weren't here last year, but he said last year his style of leadership was grabbing guys more one-on-one. This year he feels like he's more confident getting up in front of the group. How have you seen that play out so far?
I mean, we know Jalen is one of the better corners in this league. I just think guys just should be who they are. If that's his style of leadership, he should show that every day. Everybody's going to be different. Some guys are going to be, well, really just depends on who it is, because I think some guys, maybe you need to just pull them to the side and have a one-on-one talk. Some guys, you got to kind of fire them up in front of the team. It just depends. Every situation is different, but I would just always tell guys to be who they are and just be the same person every single day. You don't have to go outside your character to try to show something different. Just be who you are, and if all 11 kind of just does that, I think we'll be fine.
You felt comfortable just jumping in and being vocal, obviously as I've been new here.
Yeah, 100%. That's just who I am. I'm going to be vocal. I've been vocal everywhere I've been. Ever since I've been playing football, that's just who I am. So I'm not going to change that at all. But also, I'm going to lean on some of the other veterans, other guys like Tremaine Edmonds. He's a vocal guy, and we got a lot of alphas in the room. So you got to give space to let everybody be alphas. But when you feel like you need to say something or feel like you want to be the guy to kind of hype everybody up that day, I just try to do my part.
What do you think of Tyreek's interception today?
It was clean. I was actually behind the play, so I didn't even think he caught it at first. But when he made the play, it was awesome to see. Tyreek's a young guy who had a really good ending of last year, 4 picks. Really excited for him this year to go out there and get some more turnovers. So you just see the energy of the defensive backs and how hungry we are to go out there and try to make plays every single day.
Kevin, what's been good about the move, about the change for you? And I don't know exactly what your situation is with your family as far as where they're going to be. Mm-hmm. What's been good about it?
Well, for me, it's just like a reset. It's my first time having a training camp outside of Nashville. It's been pretty cool. My family is flying up in the next few days, still trying to pack up some stuff at the house. But it's going to be fun to come to a new city like Chicago. Really excited. The family's really going to enjoy the city, especially my kids. A lot of stuff for them to do. But yeah, I'm just excited. Just a new chapter of this journey, and I'm just embracing it.
Kevin, you've talked to us before about your pride in not ever really missing time and being at work every day and grinding through it. How do you describe your approach to sort of squeezing the most out of training camp at this stage of your career?
Yeah, I mean, it's every training camp's a little different. For me, it's all about routine. Try to stick to the same routine every day. Go to sleep at the same time. Wake up at the same time. Eat the same food. I want everything to feel the same. It's a lot about meetings, pre-practice, warm-up, everything. So, because I think a lot of that is injury prevention, all those type of things. And also just being a leader by example. I want some of the young guys to see how I prepare, how I do things, make sure I'm getting my conditioning in, staying after and getting extra work after practice. Like I said, I think for any successful person, they will always tell you routine is the best thing to try to do.
You said eat the same food. Do you literally eat the same meal, or?
Well, they change up for lunch and dinner, but like for breakfast, I'm just like oatmeal, berries, throw a little cinnamon, some honey on there, cut up like 6 small pieces of bananas. It got to be 6. You know what I mean? And just go out there and go to practice. Like I said, I just like to have everything the same. Try to get with the trainers at the same time. Hot tub at the same. I mean, it could be a couple minutes off. You know what I mean? But I try to stick to the same stuff over and over again because I want everything to feel the same.
When camp lasts 50 some odd days, is this the longest camp you've been a part of? And do you have to pace yourself? As weird as that sounds?
Uh, I don't know about pacing myself, but it does feel weird that we got a game on the first of the month. You know what I mean? That's a little different. But no, I wouldn't say pacing myself. It's really just about making sure I'm just maintaining, like body weight, maintaining, um, just as far as just my recovery and stuff like that. And that's what I'm still trying to make sure, trying to, get with some older guys, get some other guys on the team about their practitioners or whatever that they see, making sure I'm staying on top of all that stuff. But now I don't pace myself. I try to empty the tank every day and then just, fill it back up and then do it again.
How do you feel like your relationship with Jaquan has developed over the few months you've been here?
It's been really good. He actually texted me last night right before I went to bed, just like, hey, did you see anything on film or anything like that? And we kind of discussed some other scheme stuff or whatever. But it's been really good. Like I said before, he's a guy that reminds me of myself when I was a younger player. Very hungry. He wants to be all pro, and I love that about him. He wants to be the best, and that's how you have to be. And like I said, every single day we're always talking. We're trying to get that our communication down to a point where we can just kind of just look at each other. We can already know what we're kind of talking about. So, but it's been good so far. Like I said, excited to work with him this year.
He said back in June that this was kind of the first time. It's different from with him and Eddie, but like with you guys playing right and left. What's the benefit of that? I guess for with you showing offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this league, quarterbacks, offensive coordinators, watching film, you're just trying to get a beat on a team by alignments, uh, disguises, and things like that. You're gonna see certain quarterbacks that have seen so many different coverages. They're gonna just be able to look at a guy and see where he's aligned and say, "How I know what this coverage is." So the more we can kind of switch it up, the better. And that'll change week by week depending on the teams that we play. Whether if it's blitzes and things like that, it'll change up. But for the most part, we're just trying to mix up as much as we can, and it's good for Caleb. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna try to throw everything at him because first game of the year or whatever it may be, another team's gonna do the same thing. So we're trying to get him prepared just as much as we are trying to prepare ourselves.
Speaking of the first game of the year, are you looking forward to facing your old team, or you're not even thinking about that?
I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of the guys. Um, it is going to be just another game, but I'll be lying to say that I'm not looking forward to it. Uh, I was just in Nashville training, and then obviously you see some of the guys. We kind of go through the same gym. I've seen Will, seen a lot of guys during the off season, so we're all anticipating it for sure. So I think it'd be a little bit different if we was going to Tennessee, but the fact it's going to be here. But no, man, I'm definitely excited. I'm excited to see the other guys. Excited to try to go get one against Will. It'll be fun.
You mentioned challenging Caleb. I know it's only been 2 practices, but what are your initial impressions with the first team defense going up against first team offense?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just carry over from OTAs. A lot of competition, some trash talk here and there. Even trash talking with the coaches a little bit is pretty fun. We're doing 7-on-7 and they're getting 5-yard checkdowns. Like they're just talking trash. It's just funny. But no, I mean that's just what it is. Just the competitive spirit. We're all bringing it every single day. But like I said, even with Caleb, I think he's doing really good. Obviously, as we continue to go, it's going to be more offensive installs, going to be more defensive installs. So excited to continue to just make him better. And that's what it's all about. We're trying to make each other better.
Kevin, back to your eating routine. Does this mean you eat clean? There's like no trips to fast food? Are you kind of getting on some of the younger guys to clean up the way they eat as well?
You got to give those guys time because I've been there. I eat pretty clean. I try to have a cheat meal like once a week or something like that. But usually during training camp, there's no cheat meals, because we're practicing every single day, so no cheat meals. But I eat pretty clean. For the most part, I don't eat a lot of beef during this time. Try to, stay lean, stay light. A lot of fish, chicken, leafy vegetables, and a little bit of grains. I try to do no grains at dinner, like no carbs at dinner or something like that. So, yeah, but I'm pretty clean. During the season, I try to eat clean. I may have one cheat meal, and that's usually like we go out to a DB dinner. Might have some appetizers, might have some calamari, stuff like that. But no fast food. I don't eat any really junk food or chips. I save all that for the off season.
There's something with the 6 slices of banana, something with the number 6.
I don't know. I just started doing it, and it's like I just stick to it for some reason. But it's nothing with the number. But I just slice it 6 times, and I think that's good to go.
Who's the most trash talking coach out there, and does Flus ever engage?
Nah, Flus don't really talk a lot of trash. The running back coach talks a lot of trash. Cause we go to the sideline, everybody's up on man, we kind of just getting hype. He always just want to walk in the huddle. You know what I'm saying? So next time he might get scooped up a little bit just to let him know stop getting in our huddle. But no, it's fun. I actually he's actually my favorite offensive coach, honestly, just because of that. Just that the energy that he brings every single day, and that's what you want, man. As a team, it's not just about offense, defense. You kind of want to be able to mingle around and stuff like that. So it's just fun, and you need that during training camp because it gets long. So you want to be able to just have some fun throughout.
Is David Overstreet like an extension of the defensive backs? Because he seems sometimes louder than you guys.
Pretty much. Sometimes you think that he's going to throw some shoulder pads or throw a helmet on to go out there with us. I feel like DB coaches need to be the loudest coaches on the whole entire team. That's just the swag that we bring. Want to be able to talk trash. Don't want nobody to catch the ball on us. But yeah, it's definitely exciting.
Kevin, going back to you and Jaquan, how long does it realistically take for you to develop that chemistry where you don't even have to say something, you just know that you're both on the same page?
Well, it takes time. I'm not even gonna lie. My first, I think this was year 3. I played with a guy, Keenan Vaccaro, and we played, I think, 3 years together. And it probably took us a year or two. But it varies. I played with Amani Hooker for a couple years. We kind of had that chemistry. But I think as I get older, it's a little bit easier to be able to mesh with guys and stuff like that. And really just kind of learn each other play styles, what he likes to do. Obviously, he's an aggressive guy. He wants to go down in the box. He wants to blitz. He wants to do those things. So sometimes you got to just give them the freedom to do what they want to do sometimes. But at the same time, switch it up, kind of get a quarterback a different look to keep guys off balance. So I think it happened pretty fast. But like you said, it's not really putting a timetable on it. We're just going to keep filling each other out and have fun.
All good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Because everybody's starting to learn the offense together a couple months ago. What role did you play in helping Caleb kind of grasp some concepts that maybe you've seen as a pro before, even in a different scheme?
Just taking it day by day with him. Know he got a lot on his plate. A lot being thrown at him every single day, but he's doing a great job with commanding the offense since we came back. You can tell he got a better grasp of everything. So just giving him little pointers when we break the huddle, stuff to keep his mind rolling before we say hut and hike the ball. But he's been doing a great job.
In what ways have you seen him be a little sharper the last couple of days than he was before you break?
Like I said, you got a better grasp of it. Just from the outside looking in, but real quick mindset. Making smarter plays, I would say. Quicker plays. You could just tell he's in a better space. Like I said, that comes along with time. Getting a better understanding of the offense. He had time off, so he had more time to study the offense. So you could tell he's made strides since he's been back.
Shane came in with a reputation as being a really good teacher. As he's kind of started to put his offense in, what's left an impression on you both about the way he kind of teaches you guys about it and how he kind of molds it as well as you guys?
For sure. That's something I noticed early on as soon as I got here. This is attention to detail with everything. Every install is attention to detail. And the offense is really balanced, so we're going to major in every aspect of part of the ball. So I'm just excited to be in his offense.
How important do you think you can be in the receiving game and be a safety valve outlet for Caleb Williams? It seems like we're seeing some of that in the first couple of days.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I'd be very valuable in that aspect. Especially helping Caleb when stuff ain't open down the field. I'm available.
Were you hoping you'd get a little more involved in the pass game in Philadelphia last season?
Always been the type of guy, whatever they call, whatever type of role I get, I'm gonna make do with that. So I'm never gonna complain about not getting the passes or anything like that. But I just kind of made the best of my situation. I'm gonna put it like that.
I mean, that's something you did pretty well when you were in Detroit, right?
Yeah, for sure. So my mindset kind of shifted. What I was asked to do, I'm gonna do that to 100% of my ability. So I wasn't asked to run routes as much. So that's fine. So I'm gonna show different elements of my game. So I feel like I can do whatever.
I mean, last year's really kind of a breakthrough year for you in terms of production. What's your motivation level to top that, to take it to another level here?
Just improving every single year, and I feel like I've done that in some aspect of some sort. So just continue to up my game, up my level. That's really what it's all about for me.
What type of individual goals do you have? I mean, are you looking at like certain yardage, certain touchdowns, that kind of thing?
Team success first. I think team success first, but then brings individual success. We got a whole new group here, so that's really what my focus is. We winning, then I'm sure I'll be a part of that in a great way. So team success first.
You learned enough about Shane's, like kind of how Shane deploys his running backs to know kind of what this backfield could look like? Because it looked like in Seattle there was a trend, kind of a two-back system for the last couple of years. This place has used it's just it was different with the last coordinator, but do you know enough about how Shane will probably end up using running back splits and all that?
Oh no, you talking about as far as like with playing time and stuff like that?
In terms of like kind of like the personnel and all of that, like can you get a feel for that now, or is that something that takes a little longer of learning it?
Yeah, well, it takes time. I say we day two of practice and training camp, so I guess that type of stuff will play out as time goes on.
Andre, Chad Morton, I guess, is one of the more vocal coaches on this team.
For sure.
What's it been like in this, just worked with him the first
It's
year?
cool, man. It's cool seeing a different personality like that. Real energetic every single day, exciting coach to be a part of, to play for. Gonna bring that juice and energy every single day, so I'm excited to play for him.
Do he and Homer have a certain bond? I know they were in Seattle together, but even during OTAs and minicamp, he was always yelling at him, like hyping him up, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
for sure.
What's that like?
It's cool. It's cool because they have a relationship before. That both were in Seattle, so they do got a unique relationship, and it's kind of like he's yelling at him, but it's coming from a love kind of thing. You know what I mean? So because they had time beforehand, so it's cool.
Would you call him like a player's coach, I guess?
For sure, for sure. He's making sure we. Sometimes he wants us to meet in like a player lounge to make sure we got the boots on our legs, just to make sure it's things like that. To, make sure we're ready to go every single day. So I definitely say he's a player coach. Yeah.
Kevin Byard was just saying that Morton's the greatest trash talking coach. That accurate?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. You can say that.
Have you seen him walk in the defensive huddle?
Every single day. Every single day. I don't know if y'all saw him today, right before 7-on-7. Tremaine kind of looked at me and looked at him like, bro, get your coach. Like, so yeah, he talking to the defense, got to get them guys going. But it's cool, man. It's cool.
Have the Hard Knocks guys noticed that? I mean, I feel like that might be a good
You would think he want to do that for the cameras, but he don't. Every time the cameras come around, he kind of go the other way. So that's just, yeah, that's just him. That's just him. So man, it's a fun personality to be around.
So are you noticing the cameras a lot out there?
No, I don't really focus on that. No, not at all. No.
Are you anticipating going back to Detroit?
I'm anticipating for game one. I'm anticipating for practice tomorrow. I ain't really focused on Detroit at all.
Thanks, Andre.
Have a good one, y'all.
Oh, we had Kevin in here just a little bit ago, and he's just kind of talking about how your relationship continues to grow. What would you describe as his presence as it relates to kind of being a part of your world now?
His presence is felt every single day, especially his vet presence. Especially in the meeting room, he's very vocal. He's talking. He's trying to tell us what he sees and things like that. So I feel like that's very important, especially for us and the DB, just so we see what he see.
As a follow-up to that, he was saying how you text him or called him and said, hey, you seen anything on video? How important is that to you?
It's important just because I just want to see what he sees and then vice versa. I want to be on the same page, especially since he just came in. So, I want to be on point. I want to be the number one defense, the number one secondary. So I want to make sure everything is right. So,
Jaquan, how do you feel that chemistry has gone with you and Kevin on the field in terms of knowing, again, your assignments, where you both need to be? How's that gone so far?
to be honest, I feel like us together, it's been great, to be honest. I feel like we've been playing together for so long. We've been doing so many disguises, been playing off each other. It feels great, to be honest. I'm glad, he's here, and it's going to be special.
You sent that post to him about ball hawking, and your time is now. Just talk about bringing that mentality every day and how you guys try to have that infect the rest of the defense.
Just be consistent. Take the ball away. Be vocal. Have communication out there. Things like that. That's important. And then we've been playing with each other for so long. So it's about that time to take that next step.
You've seen Jalen from, I guess it was your first year, it was his third, and then to watch him flourish last year. What was the biggest change? Just watching him play for him kind of coming into his own as one of the league's best shutdown corners.
Turnovers, his technique, the way he comes in every single day, the same person. He's a great man, great person on and off the field. So really, he's been the same person every single day. He just attacked the ball last year even more than his other seasons, and I think that's what took him over. And he's really been the same person. So I appreciate Jalen every single day.
What stood out to you just about his approach to last season when he says he's going to bet on himself and it works out the way that it did?
He's always locked in. So what really stood out was just how he was the same person every single, he was really consistent every single day. So just looking at that, that was very important to me and everybody else, just because he works hard. He doesn't really say too much. He's vocal, but he just lets his work do the talking. So
And I feel like that was very important for us to see, just because he wasn't worried about the money or anything. He just put his head down and just worked. So that's what came out of it.
Was there a point that you noticed like quarterbacks stopped targeting him as much?
No, I say they was trying him, and that's how he got his turnovers. And then some of those should have been interceptions. He had a couple that should have been interceptions. So they tried him. So I'll say it was here and there, but you could tell he wasn't getting too many targets here and there. But they did try him, and he made them pay. So
Well, you were pretty confident coming into the league, but 2 years later, like how much different are you? What do you know now that you didn't know then that can really make you an even better player? What's the difference now versus when you came in?
when I first came in, probably like 215. Now I'm down to 204. My footwork, my pad level, coach help me develop with that. And then just knowledge of the game, just like certain formations, certain tendencies, and then just really just being myself. I'll say that.
How about, with regard to that, how about attitude-wise? I know you want to be a leader. You've been a leader.
Mm-hmm.
How much more prepared are you to kind of take that next step and be, I wouldn't say the face of the defense, but certainly one of the voices of the defense as opposed to when you first come in?
I'm definitely more prepared. Just the off season, what I did in the off season, just how I've been approaching it every single day, and then my body's right. Once my body's right, everything else is easy to me. So as long as I'm healthy and out there, it's easy. So I'm healthy, so I'm ready.
When you look at those three corners in front of you, and then you and Kevin on the back end, there just seems to be such an edge in the secondary. What do you feel in that regard in terms of what you guys have to work with there?
Really, I feel like we got something special. We call ourselves the Avengers. We got a lot of superheroes out there, as you can see. But really, we want to establish the physicality out there that we're not going, nobody can, mess with us. And then show our ball hawking ability, our playmaking ability. That's why we're here. So everybody has it, and we're really just trying to, put our foot down this year and show them what we got.
I know you can only show so much physicality, obviously, right now with the rules that exist, but how have your first 2 days been? And there was a play yesterday, I think, on Tyler Scott in the end zone where it was about to get physical, it felt like.
Yeah, sure. Really, just playing out there, playing full speed, going after the ball. Everybody just going after the ball, and then obviously, we're playing man to man, and able to press receivers a little bit. So we're showing our physicality that way, and then talking, being vocal, letting the offense know we're here.
Have you guys maybe taken additional sense of pride in maybe having to carry the team while the offense comes along in the early part of the season?
I feel like the defense always has to carry the team. Defense wins championships. So that's not really nothing new, but we like having that on our plate. That's what we want this year, and we got the talent to do it. We got the stars to do it. Now it's just time to put it all together.
Jaquan, a lot of talk about Javon and how you guys need him to kind of take off. What have you seen from him, how he's grown from last year to now? Just
Workhorse. He's a workhorse for sure. He shows up every single day. You could tell he's locked in. He's a changed man. He got married too, so he's locked in for sure. You could tell, he's really locked in on his details. He's being very disciplined, and he's just trying to learn every single day. And he's talking a little bit more too. He cut his hair off, so he's definitely growing. He's growing, but he works hard for sure. Even during OTAs, you've seen it. He's running past linebackers and things like that. I'm not gonna say linebacker. I ain't gonna say that. Everybody's running, but he's definitely out there running on full speed. Showing that he's trying to stay in shape, but he's working for something. You could tell.
Which adventure are you?
The Warrior. That's a made up one. So it's made up, but it's all good.
name. I know Kyler's picking the Spider-Man, but did someone just say we're gonna be the Avengers?
I kind of said it on Twitter last year, and then it just kind of stuck. It might stick with us. I don't know. That's the first name so far.
You mean you're not going with Mako Shark?
That's Coach Flus and the guys. I'm still, no, I'm midway warrior. I'll keep it right there.
You're happy to see Eddie find a new home?
Yes, I texted him immediately. I was so happy to see him, get a team. I know he worked so hard to get to this point, and he's gonna make plays. I know he will. He's in a great defense, so he'll be good.
All set.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day.